I'm looking for the right fibers to add to this collage. Hi, I'm Beverly Cole and I'm in my studio. After I looked through my box, I realized I needed to use the newest ones that I had purchased when I went thrifting. I talk about that in my last video. These are some really cool fibers, although this one was kind of tangled up. But I finally got it to a point where I could use it and added several strands of this one. Some of these were really expensive to begin with. $20 for one little ball of twine. Crazy prices, but I got them all for $4, so I'm happy. I'm using gel medium to attach these fibers. It'll hold them in place and it'll leave a shiny surface. You know how I love shiny. I'm really having fun doing this, and the way these look, I probably could go all the way across and they'd look fabulous, but I'm gonna kind of try to control myself. I use several different fibers because I couldn't just decide on one that I like. Just gel medium and fibers. Fibers, fibers, fibers. Some of them are fibers that my friend Margaret gave me, and I used them in a previous class that I taught here where I live. Gel medium is like the best thing to use for this because it's thick and it'll hold things in place. I'm going along the edges of the torn strips, kind of trying to match the colors of the twines up to the colors of the magazine layers. Sometimes I'm putting colors next to other colors so that they'll pop, like purple next to orange or yellow. Blue next to orange. Secondary colors with primary colors. So we just continue attaching fibers. Well, it's drying, and this stuff dries much faster than Elmer's glue. If I had done Elmer's glue, it would have been waiting overnight, but it's still a little wet. You can see it around the fibers. Overall, I'm really happy with the way everything is sticking down. Yeah, gel medium is awesome stuff. Look at the patterns in the paper. I love it. Love it. And the fibers look cool too. So, I think I might be done. Okay, we all know I can't leave well enough alone. Experimentation, experimentation. So I'm taking some gesso and I'm going to highlight the edges with white. I'm working slowly so they don't, totally wash out the entire thing like I have done. I just love what happens when you put something like a white gesso over colors and how it just brings everything together. I could also do a color wash over the whole thing. Not feeling that brave today, but I am very comfortable with the gesso. This is Liquitex, which is a little thick, but I've had it on my palette and it seems like it's runnier sitting on my Stay Wet palette. I have a video about Stay Wet, my cheapy Stay Wet palette. If you haven't seen that, don't go out and buy yourself some Masterson expensive palette. Those things are, it's a job in itself to use the Masterson. And you got to take care of the papers, you got to buy certain paper. And the sponge, I forgot about it once and it all stuck in there and it wasn't cheap. So I have a video where I talk about my cheap Stay Wet palette. So look at this, okay? So I kind of put the gel medium, which I used, Blick Gel Medium, is not dry yet in some of these spots. So I'm just kind of, you know, just whiting out the edges. And I have a little bit of quinacridone gold on my palette, and it's kind of gotten mixed up with some of the white, so that's okay. So I'm kind of loving this now. So just to show you, you can, you know, you can bring focus to some parts of it and some parts just white it out. You know, with this piece here, I'm gonna push that back, push it back with some white, takes it into the background. Let's do this over here too. I'm loving this purple, so I need a little bit more gesso. I put it in a different bottle because it's easier to squeeze it out than a big jug that I have. So yeah, let's see what we can do here. Going to white out some of these layers and bring some of them forward. I like the purple. Let's see what else. The purple's cool. And this is pretty here. Let's push this back. Love the purple and yellow. I think I want both of those to pop out at me, so I'm gonna leave those bright. And I think I'm gonna have to go back and bring these I'm not bringing all the yellows out, but I just picked up a little yellow paint on my brush. Well, that's interesting. Maybe spread some yellow up through here. Yeah, so I'm really having fun with this. Doing things I wasn't planning on. Kind of neat. I like it, I like it. Yellow next to the purple, so they pop. Look at that, yellow and purple next to each other. Wow, yeah. So that definitely comes towards us. Over here, I need more orange to bring that forward. Got some yellow on my brush. I just add a little more yellow here. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Yellow? Yeah, maybe. I love yellow, but I love orange more. So I'm gonna mix some Pyro Red with the Cad Yellow and make an orange and okay, so we're adding a new dimension to this with paint in a different way. I think I'm going to put some kind of interesting thing around the outside edges of this. And, you know, when you do this, you can also, you know, just put some marks in it. I got some purple. Put some purple here. I have an idea of something else I want to try soon. And I think I'm going to want to try something with paint and collage in another way. And I love those black lines, so try to bring those forward a little bit. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop if I can, pull myself away from this. Try letting this dry and see what else I can do with it.